Welcome back to the Inner Alchemist TV. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Melody Shari Rogers. I think you guys are saying her full name is from Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Alabama. Is that part of the name? Anyways, me not knowing the name of the show is becoming like a thing, right? But I pulled some tarot spreads on her. I did a full layout on her. Not necessarily a relationship spread, but I think you guys just wanted to look into her as a person. Before we get started, like the video, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, make sure that you have the notification bells on, and and leave me some comments. I love interacting with you guys. I love the women that are drawn to my videos, right? So Melody is coming in as the world card. So she is definitely the total package. She just doesn't know it. Melody suffers with toxic shame, and she has a hard time forgiving herself for her mistakes. She has a lot of regrets, a lot of sorrows, and she has an inability to let go of some particular type of anger. Now, I show in the recent past that a lot of her anger has been misdirected for the most part within her marriage or her previous marriage. Now, I'm not just saying that he didn't do anything or didn't cause this, but she came into the marriage with this sense of toxic shame and with this sense of anger and with this underlying resentment. She had these issues prior. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of tension and a lot of things that were directed towards her spouse, to the point where he didn't feel cared for. He didn't feel loved. I would even go as far as to say that she didn't, quote unquote, baby him, but it was really more so that she didn't nurture him. You know what I mean? And he's a person who needed a lot of nurturing. He's a person who wanted simple things. You know what I mean? He wanted his food on the table. He wanted good sex. He wanted good love. He wanted appreciation. But I'm showing that Melody, she wasn't in a place where she could give that from a sincere place in her heart. She may have done these things mechanically, but there wasn't like a great sense of love behind it, because she just didn't have it to give. She still doesn't have it to give. She has a lot of sorrow. She has a lot of unresolved pain and issues. And there's a lot of people who have not given Melody accountability or apologized or retribution, and so she has like a sense of revenge. Honestly, I would even say that maybe people deny her accountability because they're jealous of her, because they think she has it all, and they think that it's not something that she needs, or they think that she doesn't deserve it because she's more fortunate than everybody. And so she has to kind of take the back seat in a lot of situations or circumstances just because she's blessed with everything. You know what I mean? So it's almost like a situation where being blessed is a curse for her. You know what I mean? And it's not something that she can express without coming across as selfish or even being misunderstood in a lot of ways. She's been shamed in a lot of ways for having it all. She has. And I don't know. I think that's sad. I do. Now, like I said, because of that kind of internal disposition, or this has been going on all her life, she has anger. She has anger issues that she misdirects all the time. Now, with her marriage having been the closest thing to her, it is possible that he came one-to-one with some of this shadow side of her, or this anger inside of her, and he was literally feeling emotionally isolated from her, or feeling like he was alone. I definitely see another relationship, but even in that second relationship that he has, she does not even have as much anger at him as she does the other woman. She's coming across as a girl's girl who expects other women to understand how she is or why she thinks the way she does, but she does not get that sympathy and compassion from other women because they can't look beyond what she has or her blessings. I don't want to call it a facade because she really has it like that within herself person. If she was poor, she would still have it like that. So I don't want to say it's a facade, but they can't look beyond her and see her. They don't humanize her. You know what I mean? And so her anger has been directed at women. Now, it's possible, listen, this can always start with the mother. I believe that when women have problems with women, other women, whether they're on the receiving end or they're the ones committing it, is due to some mommy issues. You know, whether your mom wasn't available, whether your mom was narcissistic or lived vicariously through you, or used you or groomed you, or used you to obtain things for themselves, or put a lot of pressure on you that they didn't even standards that they didn't even meet for themselves, they put on you because they're trying to live vicariously through you. You may not be close to them, so you may have unreasonable expectations of women and what they are and what they're capable of. A lot of those things lead to the breakdown of your relationship with women. But with her, she expects to be some type of kindred spirit to women because she's a girl's girl, and she's more angry at the woman, not out of jealousy, but because it's like she expects more of women. She expects women to be able to see her, and she just does not get that compassion because she is that girl. Like, that's just the bottom line, right? Now, what's going on with her right now is that she has a lot of doubt. She has a lot of uncertainty. She's not feeling her most confident. You know what I mean? Externally, she's showing herself. She's showing up. But inside, she feels like she's just making mistakes here and there. You know what I mean? And she's tied up in some type of like emotional problem that's going on. Obviously, right? She's going through a lot with her family, but this issue is not regarding like her family. This is in regards to her trying to get to the bottom of herself and feeling guilty about being a woman who has it all, but at the same time it's not happy. And it's not that she's not satisfied with what she has. It's nothing like that. It's just that she's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? She's uncomfortable. She's bored. She feels like she can't really, like move the way that she wants to move a little bit. And this is kind of like I said, emotionally, you know what I mean? Emotionally, she's bored, I feel like there's some secrets around her too. You know what I mean? She's very secretive, but she's also, I don't know. I feel like with these misdirected issues, she's coming across as kind of like being mean-spirited. And I feel like in a way that's kind of like facilitating some of her bad fortune, if you will, or some of her, I don't know, it's almost like the world is mirroring her internal disposition. Now, this issue of her, it's a future issue, you know what I mean? So, in the future, she's gonna be displaying like some type of mean-spirited ways, and I think that's in regards to her response to some of these emotional issues that she's having. You see what I'm saying? And her mean girl attitude is gonna come across like, like giving false compliments, like being on like some Regina George type shit. You know what I mean? But I'm feeling a lot like this is kind of like an overcompensation for how she feels on the inside. You know what I mean? So she's going to be like she's going to be acting in her worldliness. You know what I mean? You know how in the beginning of the video I said, oh, she has it all. She may have in the past learned how to dumb that down because of the way people have come against her for it. Now I show that she's going to be like going in a toxic direction of it. Like, you know what? I can't win for losing, so kiss my ass. You know what I mean? Kiss my ass. But it's still going to be like passive aggressive and kind of like snide. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like full on, because that's not really who she is. It's just how she not gives a fuck and how she feels is the way to overcome her anger issues, like, because she's seething and she's sad and she has a lot of regrets and a lot of shame. This situation with her husband has brought her so much shame. So much shame, because it made her feel like a sense of inadequacy in that area. And I don't even think that she's inadequate. I think that she just had some underlying issues that hadn't been worked out. And unfortunately, she went through that growth stage within a marriage. You know what I mean? But I don't know. She needs to have more faith in who she is as a person. But the only thing is, like, she has tunnel vision. You know what I mean? So what she does is she throws herself into another project to the exclusion of all other things, like to quiet the voices in her head. You know what I mean? So she'll become materialistic, and that'll be her focus. Or she'll, become a mother, and that'll be her focus. And she doesn't see anything else. So even though she has like these emotional problems, dilemmas, and issues, she will rather not deal with that. She would rather just throw herself into work, or into materialism, or into accomplishments. And it's not necessarily a form of escapism. It's just that she has tunnel vision, and she focuses on one thing at a time. You know what I mean? And so for her to focus on her emotional issue, she would have to exclude the other issues that she has going on. You know what I mean? Or her ventures and things like that. Now, the thing is, because she does have this tunnel vision, she will get that success, and she will move up in the ranks, but she will not gain anything on the inside. And the inside, she'll still be just as messed up, you know what I mean, and cruel. Like, she's gonna be developing, if she hasn't, an insensitivity to the world around her, and just being cruel, and really kind of not seeing other people as worthy of her true nature, you know what I mean, of her true tenderheartedness. She's just gonna be on some maniacal type shit, you know what I mean. I'm showing that she has some type of agenda. She has a plan. She definitely has a plan. I'm gonna pull some more cards and see what that is. But right now, I feel like she's. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be some type of fight. Based on this move that she makes. You know what I mean? I feel like this could be. I don't know. It looks like somebody might even be like in a physical fight. You know what I mean? There's a lot of arguing that's coming down the pipe. It's going to be in regards to her secret agenda or emotions. It looks like it's in regards to a man. I don't know if maybe she's putting two men against each other, or I don't know if maybe she's going to set like a situation up where where somebody's going to have some hands put on them by another man. It looks like she's going to do something very cruel. She's going to like manipulate a man to fight another man, to physically put hands on another man. Like, she wants some men to fight. And this plan is like already in the works. You know what I mean? So I don't know if she's like seducing someone. It comes across as if like somebody has like her interest, and she's on like some femme fatale type shit. Like, she's being real mysterious and secretive to make this person like want her really bad. And she's like, she's just being very mum. She's being very mysterious, to the point where this guy, whoever this is going to want to bridge the gap so bad and get in her head so bad. And then it looks like when he talks to her, he's gonna like feel that somebody else is the source of her quietness, or her stress, or the blockage to her opening up to them. And then she's gonna fall into like the damsel in distress, but not really a damsel, more like an angry damsel. And the guy is gonna get like angry, and he's gonna want to fight for her. I don't know who this guy is. But what I'm telling you is that two men are going to end up in a physical altercation, and that Melody is going to be the one to put that play together. And it is something that is a plan. It is something that she's focused on. It is something that is cruel. It is something that is dangerous. It is something that is a part of a revenge plot. Okay? It's part of a revenge plot. Like, she's definitely on this type of time right now. Yeah, love is not the focus right now. She's more so, like I said, manipulating and using men or a situation. But mainly it's just her inner disposition, you know what I mean, that she needs to work on, focus on, because she just been dead wrong. You know what I mean? I understand it. This is not even new though. This is her whole life. And I don't know, it's given her an undue amount of shame and you know, and just regrets and sorrows and pain that she just is not in a position to be able to let go of. And now that's turning into bitterness and resentment and insensitivity and cruelty and vengeance. She's coming, she's ready to come for hers. So all I gotta say is look out, because listen, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna title this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon.